Hello and welcome to the video. I'm back up here at 3DXR on one of their drone building floors. I try and get up here about once every 2 months to come and have a look at some of the latest technology that these guys have in their store, also that they're using to build their professional UAV grade systems for their customers. Now, one of the things that I love to do is to take a tour through some of those latest products in the warehouse, and Ben is always very good at taking his time explaining the new stuff that he's getting in. A lot of the stuff that I'm looking at in here is not necessarily for us hobby grade people, but in terms of the technology, it gives you an idea what we're going to get in kind of the next 12, 18 months or 2 years as it gets cheaper and comes down more into the hobby grade. Now this time there are lots of new GPS technologies. There's a special that he is about to do for those of you that are interested in trying out some RTK stuff. I'll leave a link down below to the RTK video as well. And also a new radio, tray radio from FreeSky that I've had a quick look at, and some other propeller stuff too. So while we were talking about all that stuff, Ben kindly pulled it out, popped it on the desk, and I'm going to hand you over to him in a moment to kind of take you through all that and take you through all of the key features. Links to all that stuff is down below, and thanks again to Ben for sparing the time to make these videos with me.
Okay, so we're going to show you some new products this time. We've got some GPS products and also radio. In some of our previous videos, we touched on GPS as a sort of compass, so getting a heading from GPS. So we've got a new product here from Holybro. It's a UM982. What's different about this one is it's a single unit that you attach the two antennas to, so the antennas that need to be spaced apart, and this allows you to get a heading from a single GPS unit. So like with some of the other units, it's a nice small aluminium body, the multi-connector here, USB-C, optional UART2, and then we have our two antenna connections here. So the idea, this is used on your drone and you connect the two antennas to it and you're able to get a heading from GPS. So particularly useful in environments subject to lots of magnetic interference, or drones that create a lot of magnetic interference because of high current, high voltage motors. From Q-Pilot we have the adhere 4. So this is a fantastic bit of kit as your standard GPS. So the main thing with the adhere 4 is it now features an F9P from U-Blocks, but it's not the common ZF9P. This is the brand new out Neo F9P, and that's an L1, L5 GPS. So the normal F9P is L1, L2, and L5 is sort of relatively new to be turned on feature, and it's essentially on a different frequency, but it offers some interesting features in improved accuracy and startup times. What's also interesting about the adhere 4, it's sort of similar sort of format to the adhere 3 pluses and the adheres before, with the bright built-in LEDs. It retains the RM31 compass, but this also has a H7 processor. It has a baro. It can run the full AudioPilot suite. So here's a breakout board that comes with it, and what you've got here is the options to connect up to 8 PWM or BD short outputs. It's dual CAN, it's got I2C, it's got serial, it's got an RC input, and it also has preparation for hot shoe feedback and camera triggering. So there's going to be loads of uses for the adhere 4 as it sort of matures, but this is newly available now. We also have the adhere Pro is now available. So this initially came out a few years ago, but it was greatly affected by chip shortages. So now it is in stock and available, adhere Pro, which uses the ZF9P, so L1, L2 GPS. This is a sort of premium GPS module used on maybe sort of commercial high-end builds. We have the distinctive all-around programmable LEDs, fantastic, super bright. So one of the changes made to the V1 was the LEDs were moved in level, so if the user's collision avoidance, they are the correct viewing angle. We have the breakout board on the bottom, which has its pogo pin connectors underneath, so you can make custom mounts. We've got the dual CAN. We've also got dual power input, which can be up to 60 volts, so that's pretty good for sort of current applications. We do have some I/O outputs. We have built-in 16 gigabytes of memory. So essentially we can do some PPK logging. We've got camera triggering functionality and hot shoe feedback, and also some more advanced filtering and anti-jamming capabilities with the HERE Pro unit. So this is fully available now. This is the sort of latest edition of the HERE Pro, so a fantastic GPS for commercial users and high-end builds. There's been a lot of interest recently about sort of RTK and different things we can do with GPS. So what we've got here is we've got the HERE Plus RTK bases, and we're doing a special offer at the moment on these while stocks last. And the idea with this is to allow more people to have a base station for use with RTK, or it could just be a bench test and GPS. But this is the M8P series, so we've got the GPS module that connects to your computer via USB. We have its tail glass antenna. This is intended to be used as a base station, but there's nothing to stop you from putting it on the actual drone as well. But we're offering this at a fantastic price of £50 to get RTK accessible for more people. So we try and keep a lot of radios in stock from FreeSky and Radio Master, as well as all the other HD video links. So here today we've got the FreeSky Tandem XE. So this is the return of a tray radio. So nice big long sticks, big switches, and also we have the ability to mount the straps to it. So with the sort of latest FreeSky models, it comes with the battery fitted, running FreeSky OS, and what we see here is nice sort of CNC metal finish, lots of sticks, switches, sliders. So for those users that like tray radios, this is a nice new addition. It's a tandem radio, so it is also 2.4 as well as 868-900. And for everybody else, we do have the full range of FreeSky transmitters and receivers in stock, as well as some other brands. Okay, so some more new items. We have most of the range of Falcon props. So Falcon makes some fantastic wooden and carbon props for electric, for gas, for aircraft, for multi-rotor. So here's just a little example here. We have carbon spinners. We've got our large wooden prop here, and we've got a few of the carbon ones. So solid carbon prop here, and here we have a folding prop. So we have a good range of sizes and different pitches for all sorts of applications. So these are the Falcon props. You may have seen on some previous videos about arm sets. So an arm set is basically the whole unit you would bolt onto the end of a carbon tube, and they have the motor, the ESC, so it's a really nice clean solution. So here's one of the 607 anti-gravities. These are super efficient motor, built-in ESC, also LED, and very sort of quick and simple to use when building a drone. We like these motors quite a lot. That what we've actually had done is a custom version, and this is what we put on our fighter VTOLs. So this is essentially the same 607 internal structure, but what we've had here is a custom bell housing made, also the correct diameter arm to fit straight onto the fighter's carbon tube, so 25mm in this case. We've had them made locking, so this is a feature that allows the propellers to sit straight when it's in its fixed wing flight. Also in this particular one, that's specifically for the fighter, we've had the ESC change from the Alpha series to the Flame. We just find these sort of start better. You want that rapid startup of the VTOL motor, so when you're doing your transitioning. And the LEDs again on the bottom, these can also be turned off if you don't want the LEDs to show while in flight. But yeah, this is just again another example of some of the many arm sets we do. Some of them are standard ones, and also we have a few custom ones we've had made for specific aircraft. So this was just an update of some of our latest items that have arrived at 3DXR. If you look in the description of the video, you'll see links as to where you can buy these items from.
Thank you for watching the video. If you watch my videos and find them useful, then please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. If you really like what I'm doing here, you can become a Patreon and support the time I spend helping others and get access to lots of exclusive benefits. Link is in the video description. Remember that all the videos on the channel are organized into playlists, so you can easily use those playlists to find all the videos on a subject that you are interested in. Add Painless 360 to your searches on Google and YouTube, and it'll help you find my content for any particular topic. Thanks again for watching, and as always, happy flying.